Hey, what's up? It's Elizabeth, the Minister of Beauty, sharing the Bible. That's business inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. It is Saturday, November the 28th, and it's the 20th day of Vlogmas. So I just wanted to do a quick vlog just talking about Tyler Perry's latest movie. I think it's his latest project, 6888. It's on Netflix, and I'm not going to, I'm not going to give a review on the movie or talk about, everything that the movie was about. But I'll just admit, I am not a fan of Tyler Perry and his projects. So when I saw that it was something that he was associated with, it's not a Tyler Perry, like, you know how he does his stuff, it'll say Tyler Perry's Why Did I Get Married? Tyler Perry's, it always has like his name. It's like he is the focus, letting people know he is the writer, the director, the producer, the the key grip, everything else in the Tyler Perry, production. This was produced by Kerry Washington and in conjunction with other people. I think it was done at his studios there in Atlanta, but this is the first time that I have watched a Tyler Perry, anything that he has been associated with, and cried. I really cried when I watched that movie, and I watched it with my husband, and that's one of the other reasons why it really got to me, because the movie was about it was about a squadron of black service women in the army serving in Europe during the time of World War II, dealing with Hitler. And it was, to me, about the power of communication and how when the lines of communication are broken, how it can really break people. And that's one of the big things that I got from the movie, because it took me back to the years, because I've been married to my husband who I met in high school, okay? And I remember when he went into the military and I would write him letters and he would write me letters, I would always look forward to getting that mail. And so, of course, we're talking about years ago, because now these days, people have iPhones, they can call, they can FaceTime, they can, all the other social media things that, people have. So it's not it's not like it used to be years ago when you had to deal with just having mail and then possibly waiting on a phone call. But yeah, when I watched the movie and to see how people were, family members were so distraught because their loved ones had been serving, they hadn't heard from them, they didn't know if they were still alive or not. I remember those days of waiting to get mail, and not saying that I was thinking the worst, but you just don't know what to think when you don't hear from someone. And that really touched me in such a major way, seeing that movie. And then it just reminded me of the years, many years ago, when I used to wait to get mail from my husband, and I knew how important it was for him to hear from me. And when I would write him letters, and he went into the military before we got married, so we're talking before we even got married, and he would write me and just let me know how much he looked forward to my mail, looked forward to my care packages, all of those things. And it just brought me back to that time, and to see how this movie, it touched so many people, because I've been seeing other people's reactions to the movies, not many, but a few, and it made me feel comfortable with sharing that, because I was watching the movie with my husband and I didn't even want him to know that I cried. I was trying to hide it because it really touched me. So when I was hearing other people share that, it made me feel more comfortable about sharing how it really touched me and how it made me cry. I really loved this movie, 6888. I encourage everybody to watch it if you have not watched it yet. Don't go into it like I did. where I was like, oh Lord, here we go, another Tyler Perry production. Because if you, I will say, go into it with that mindset, then you may kind of tune it out at first in the first part. And I did kind of, because I was rolling my eyes with some of the scenes in the beginning, because it just was giving me that, oh my God, here we go with the overacting Tyler Perry, actors and actresses. But it was a really good movie. I'm glad that I saw it. But again, like I said, what I got out of it was how important communication really is. And when you have a relationship with someone and you're not able to communicate with them, and then you may have had something that you have been wanting to tell them, but because you have been waiting to talk to them, and then the opportunity that you were waiting on, you may miss it. So don't wait. If there's anybody that you really truly care about and love, do your best to try to keep those lines of communication open and communicate with them and let them know what's really going on. Let them know how you're really feeling, even if what you need to talk to them about is not the most positive thing, because I believe that positive things can come out of negative situations. So just being honest and just communicating with the ones that you love, because you never know when you may miss that opportunity and you may never get it again. But that movie really touched me, and I could relate to it in some ways because of my years of being a military spouse and waiting, like really literally waiting on the mail to come, literally waiting on that mail to come. And you're expecting something from just a letter. It's not a package or anything or money. It's just a letter, just waiting to be able to read the words that this person wrote to you. And I won't say I miss those days. I don't miss having to wait for the mail to get, but I miss the simplicity of that, and just writing how you feel to someone. And it's not so much just sending a quick text message or speaking to them. It's you actually have to think and write it out, like literally with a pen and paper. So I truly encourage everybody to watch that movie. It is a really great movie, not just about what I'm talking about, but definitely from the historical aspects of Black service women and how they were treated when they were in the military, and treated as if, even though you were trained to do what the others were trained to do, they didn't see you as good enough to be serving. So this is all you're relegated to, is sorting the mail and making sure that people get their mail. But it was a really important project, and one that they were able to do and get it done in a time that nobody else was able to do it. How they were able to do it, the ways that they came about being able to get the mail that was lost to those people who were waiting to hear from those loved ones. And so it was a really great movie. I just wanted to just share my thoughts on it. So guys, I just wanted to do a quick vlog. It is Saturday, December the 28th. Only a few more days left in this year, 2024. So yeah, that's it. So I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I am Elizabeth, the Minister of Beauty, sharing the Bible. That's business inspiration, beauty, life, and enjoyment. So until the next time, I hope and pray you all have an amazingly blessed and beautiful day.